The Gauteng Education Department says that its online admissions system for grade 1 and 8 has worked well, but that just over 5,000 have yet to be placed for the 2026 academic year. The department has called for patience, urging parents to continue to apply online. For more on the story, I'm now joined by Gauteng Provincial Education Spokesperson Steve Mabona. Steve, a very good afternoon to you. Just over 5,000, but that's a lot. That's thousands.
Good afternoon, Vuyo. Yes, indeed. Actually, no learner must not be placed. So any number is concerning to us. That's why we are pushing and making sure that we continue the process of placement. As it were, some officials during even these holidays, they are continuing to check in the system and make sure that they, place those that are unplaced. But it's quite encouraging that those that are applying late, since we opened the system for late applications on the 17th of December, we can see that they're continuing to apply. We have recorded over 7,000 of those that have applied late, and it's encouraging. And we just want to call upon parents and guardians to continue apply, those that did not apply at all, and those that did not submit documents, because we are accommodating both categories.
Where lies the problem? Is it lack of planning, proper planning on your part? Is it people who don't do what they're supposed, or parents or guardians not doing what they're supposed to do? Where exactly lies the problem?
No, our major problem is capacity. We are not in a position to accommodate everyone, more so in the high pressure areas. Schools that are preferred by most parents, we cannot be in a position to accommodate everyone. So that's our challenge. But we are intervening, like as it were, making sure that schools build extra classes. We will be providing most of them with mobile units, those that have agreed to increase capacity, and making sure that the satellite schools that we are introducing as well, they assist to absorb the pressure. And the schools that we will be launching in the next year, March, April, there's a few schools that will be launching. So those as well, we think they will assist to alleviate the pressure.
So are the mobile units and the schools, you're saying the schools that will open in March, April, are those the reasons you are then saying or confident that no child will be out of or won't have or won't be able to be in school, in spite of the fact that you do have and acknowledge the fact that you have capacity constraints?
Yes, definitely. I mean, if we attend to the preference issue, because to a certain extent, their parents would prefer other schools than the other schools. So as soon as they accept the schools that we are providing them with, we should not be having a challenge. Because some parents are reluctant when we give them a satellite school or a mobile unit, more so if they stay in affluent areas or urban areas, they would be actually reluctant to take their children there. But safe to say that in where we introduce a satellite, one way or the other, we are planning to build a brick and mortar school. So satellite schools must be regarded as temporary. So that's what we want to encourage parents to understand, that we are temporarily intervening to make sure that all children are in a class, and we should be in a position to then assist each other moving forward.
But I mean, those satellite schools, are there no problems there of, for example, you are now saying between March and April, you'll be able to accommodate these applicants. But is it not often the case that those deadlines are rarely, if ever, met?
No, the only challenge that we're going to have, and we will normally have on a yearly basis, is the issue of inner grades. I'm talking about all other grades outside grade 1 and 8. You will see queues in January where parents would have went to different schools and they could not be accommodated or they could not be assisted. And it will be upon us through our district offices to make sure that we accommodate those. So that's a challenge that we will be having, but surely because the district will be, seeing in where, learners can be accommodated, they have an aerial view of the schools, they should be in a position to assist. So that's the only challenge that we are seeing. But for grade 1 and 8, we should be in a position to accommodate all those learners in different schools.
And outside of that, you're not anticipating any other new challenges that may just emerge over the next couple of weeks?
Not really. As long as we can have an understanding, between ourselves and parents to say, these are the schools that we have and we are willing to accommodate there, we really should not be having a problem. Because over and above the capacity that we have, we have announced that we had about 40,000 spaces that we could still utilize for parents. That's why we had to open the late application process, just to make sure that the 40,000 spaces are, filled. So we shouldn't be having a challenge. It's a matter of us working with those parents that are aggrieved, those parents that would have objected or appealed, because we have received over 7,000 appeals. So we have adjudicated on 70% of those appeals. As soon as we are done with those, we know that we will be, looking at making sure that we accommodate all of them in different schools. But we must say that some of those appeals went positive towards parents when we assess and check. Some parents would have been changed there and there, and we had to say, take a different decision that will be accommodative or will be favorable to a parent. So the appeals and objections are treated fairly.
Steve Mabona, thank you very much for your time. Spokesperson for the Gauteng Education Department. Confident that the students or applicants who still haven't been admitted to grade 1 and 9 via the online admissions system will indeed be placed. No one will be without a place come next year. But of course, they are urging patience, but also urging parents to continue to apply online.